Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Batistuta! Zanetti gets into some space. Taken back almost at once.
Well, there's no doubt, Peter, that Alessandro Del Piero will be key here. But I'm curious as to what role he's exactly been given.
Well, what would you do, Jim, if you were the manager?
I'd give him a free role behind the attack. His flair, his technique make him the perfect player for that position. And he always seems to benefit from playing off that central striker.
He's in a great position here. Icon. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side is...
Oh, shooting chance! Scholes. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. And Zanetti. And it's Rijkaard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Pelé, over to the left. Really fierce, close defending. Gattuso wins the duel this time.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get on the end of this? Drilled in low. Cleared away. Batistuta. Zanetti. Tonali kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vietnam trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game.
Del Piero! He scored! The breakthrough strike! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Maicon, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Zanetti. Now Tonali. Knocks it into space. Oh, super ball. Goal! Gattuso. Baresi is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Gattuso. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Michael. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Vieira. Out to the right. Maicon providing an outlet on that flank. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Vietnam are doing... He gets big! He's scored! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves...
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicely weighted ball. Maicon, nicely shaped ball. In by Del Piero. Good read, needed to be. Zanetti. Gattuso pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Scholes. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Vieira, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And it's Hullet. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? Scholes. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pelé. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Roberto Carlos. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Substitution in progress.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Rosicki, good driving run. And it's made its way to him. Elects to cross. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. Zanetti tries making a foray down the right. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Zanetti. Roberto Carlos. And it's Rijkaard. 75 minutes played. And it's Zanetti.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rosicki going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Batistuta. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Roberto Carlos hangs in a cross. Well read, and the danger is averted. So what can they make of this? That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. De Gea can get it clear.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Zanetti. That is a brilliant interception. He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Rosicki. Now it's Batistuta.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. No way through. 2 minutes to be added on. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
And it's Gattuso. Messi
Will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Maicon. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Real chance! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Zanetti. Tonali. And it's Tonali. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Roberto Carlos.
Pele knocks it out wide.
Lovely bit of skill. First quarter of an hour gone.
Back they go. Hoisted in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Now he's off and running. No, that's been intercepted. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Plays the ball back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And it's Tonali.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Maicon. And this is Del Piero. Roberto Carlos.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Ball played for Rijkaard.
Dunk. And it's Tonali.
Roberto Carlos.
Strokes it back. And he's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Vieira wins the duel this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Big header! He will be livid with himself. Tonali. And it's Zanetti.
Oh, that's nice.
Scholes. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Roberto Carlos. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal.
Tonali.
Roberto Carlos. Pele. That's Rijkaard.
Played out wide. Zanetti carries the ball down the right. Cross to the back post. Oh, what a climb!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Caceres. Rijkaard.
And it's Tonali.
Out towards the flank.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Rijkaard. And it's half-time here.
So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
So your views on the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
So neither side has yet broken through.
Ball played for Rijkaard.
Pele.
It's Pele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This is their second corner of the game.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence.
Tonali.
Rijkaard. Just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard does well to get it back.
And he's had it nicked away. Stood up well to him there.
Messi.
Tonali. And it's Tonali. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
He's in a great position here.
Got it!
Oh, it's come loose.
And that was very necessary.
Now it's Pele. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
And it's Vieira. Can he get it through? And instinctive
Climbs up big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Zanetti.
So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not...
He rises!
Baresi attempts a clearance. Pullet can be a real threat inside the box. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hullet. It's a promising position. Now, what about this cross? That has been knocked clear. Roberto Carlos.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now Tonali. Pelé.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, that is not the best ball. And Hullet! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Substitution on the field.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 22.
This is it then, now or never. Pelé touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Hazard.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Vietnam couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Hullet. Rui Costa looking to run onto it. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And he cuts out the supply. And they've switched it over to the other side. No way through. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's a searching pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Del Piero.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Tonali.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this player, Lee Kang-in, is someone I'll be watching out for, Peter. He's a wonderful crosser of the ball, very good in dead ball situations too, and he has that...
Climbs up big! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Referee's given a throw.
Pull it. Now it's Del Piero. Howson. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Lee Kang-in. Strokes it back. Rijkaard. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Tonali. And it's Rijkaard. Baresi cuts it out. Now that looks a decent ball. Quick look, then plays it in. Lee Kang-in! Goal! The breakthrough strike! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Pullet really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Zanetti.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Krullit. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tonali. He's in a good shape to shoot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Caceres is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And he's chosen to go back, and it's made its way to him. Roberto Carlos. Up he goes! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Tonali. Antonetti.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's a throw.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
Michael is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that has left him in a heap. Aims beyond the defence. He's free, he has got space. He's got tall. Sticks it away. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that is expertly dealt with. Chance for a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Rijkaard. Tonali. And it's Zanetti. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Chance! It's in! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So is this the start of a comeback? Zanetti. Into the last quarter of an hour. Ball played for Rijkaard. Looking for the run. There they go, hunting in packs. Del Piero looks to get on the end of this. Gattuso. Ibrahimovic. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Lee Kang-in. And it's Del Piero. Vieira. Tonali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And the pass is intercepted. Tonali. And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi picked out brilliantly. Lee Kang-in, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Now, what about a counter-attack? No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's played it back. Knocks it into space. Header! It's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So now the difference is 3. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Hello everybody, and a quick
Lee
announcement now.
Kang-in claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
On the stage is Cantona! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Tonali. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely shaped ball. Caceres. Nicely weighted ball. Pele providing an outlet on that flank.
Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gattuso wins the duel this time. And it's Scholes. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Zanetti. And this is Scholes. Cross, up he goes!
Harmlessly behind.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Tonali. And it's made its way to him.
Good read, needed to be.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it.
Icon.
Can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Pele.
And the pass is intercepted.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Roberto Carlos delivers.
Played with speed from back to front.
Just eases him off the ball. Roberto Carlos.
Rijkaard. And here's Scholes. It's Scholes! Bullet has found the net here, of course. Cannavaro. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Roberto Carlos.
And it's Vieira. It's a searching pass. Scholes.
Foot in.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this?
Oh, that was vital.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cantona!
And for a moment, time stood still.
Dunk. Caceres. Pele. Tonali. And it's Tonali.
Great defending, strong and determined.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Maicon.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Pele. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Rijkaard. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And this is Scholes.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That'll be a throw.
He's on it, can he get away? Tonali. Scholes. Tonali.
Oh, super find.
Takes a shot! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
There will be 1 minute at
And
a
that
time.
comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Back into the middle.
Shot. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. And this is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Roberto Carlos with a definite foul there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Maicon just loves to go forward whenever he can. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Might be danger here. Real chance! They've done it! And again they hit the front.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Vietnam take the lead. Caceres played back in. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
To orchestrate a counter, and it's Maicon. Tries to pass it through. Can he get onto this? Gattuso.
Tonali. And it's Zanetti. Lovely shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, what has happened here?
Threads one in. Roberto Carlos. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution on the field.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 18, Del Piero. Number 9, Pele. Substitutions taking place.
A header!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Piero. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Icon.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
Knocks it out wide. Now Gattuso.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Into the last 5 minutes. Zanetti. Zanetti.
Oh, what a... Oh, it rattles the bar.
Del Piero. Rijkaard.
And he cuts out the supply.
Zanetti.
Great vision. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Howson. Nice sequence of passes, this.
There will be 3 minutes.
It's a sharp pass.
Pull it. And the number on the board is 3.
Del Piero.
Distributed tidily. And he's picked it up out wide. Caceres does really well to win the ball there. Pele.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now it's Pelé. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Caceres is there, and he can get that clear. Roberto Carlos,
And he lines up a cross. Gattuso. Maicon's cross.
he rises!
And it's come back out to him. What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already.
Somewhat off target. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts.
And the counter is on. Out towards the flank.
And it's Tonali.
Scholes.
Good take, and is he in?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
And he's picked it up out wide, crosses it in, and a chance! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're
Big header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great ball, and he's got it! Rijkaard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Zanetti, played out wide, nicely intercepted. And here's the chance to counter. Tonali spots it and intercepts. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Oh, shooting chance!
Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, well played, well played. Danger averted for now.
Now it's Tonali. Zanetti. Cantona. Played into space.
This ended up in no man's land. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Out for a throw.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now, can they get him away? Now,
Just the goalkeeper to beat.
oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. De Gea looking to stare down to unsettle the taker.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
A case now of complete control. And it's Zanetti. Lee Kang in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Scholes.
There will be 3 minutes.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Zanetti.
Zanetti delivers.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's in a great position here. And that has found him in acres of space. He gets big.
Outstanding save to keep that out.
Oh. And we hit half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Maicon. Bullet. Baresi. Looking for a runner. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Back in once more.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Rijkaard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That has not gone well.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! It is no contest, it is a landslide. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Vietnam are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Tonali, and they win it back again. Pull it. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. Strong running down that left flank. He's tried one! Oh, there was plenty on that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Pele. Maicon kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Now it's Hazard. Pele.
That's good defensive concentration.
It's a good foot in there.
And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And it's Gattuso.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Lee Kang-in.
And it's Rijkaard. And he's there to make the challenge. Out towards the flank.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Brilliantly cut out. Cantona. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hazard, looking to play him in. And he's in on goal! A header! No mistake! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely... Tries a shot! Rijkaard.
Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Batistuta. Michael.
Plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Batistuta.
Can he get on the end of this?
Cannavaro.
No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through.
Batistuta receives it in a good position here. Goes down, but nothing given. Pull it. Vieira.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Howson.
And time is up. Well, that was thrilling.
A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Hello,
So what do you take
everybody,
away
and
from it all,
please
Jim?
join me in
One-sided
wishing a happy
and
wedding
only one winner,
anniversary for
Peter.
one of our
The players
fan club
didn't show
members.
enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
you